Okay, just a little update. I got the coils round on there, inside the laminations, the outside laminations, and my tabs for the connections are actually these little copper tabs right here, where the wires go onto. Also onto the other bobbin on the other sides. And that's that the other coil is wound on. I've got elastic band to hold this lot together, just temporarily while I get it all assembled. It just helps me to check the alignment to make sure it's straight and everything. My bobbins are slightly cockeyed actually on one side. You can probably see there's a bit more of a gap at the top, but that's because of the tabs as well pushing on it. But elastic band's just holding it there. Now the inside laminations are coming on really well. Let's see. I've stuck the laminations together with sellotape so that I don't lose them, because and also so I can check them all. But it kind of looks like a comb actually, but it's not. Each individual lamination, there's actually two on each lamination. There's two layers, and they're staggered so that there's a keyway or the interlace together with the central lamination, which I've still got to do. I've got two of these done. These are for each end. Basically, they're like a mirror image. Put the other ones on there as well. You can see there's a step. You can see the step there. And these are all individual laminations that will go through the central core. And obviously, they're not going to be sellotaped together. Now, I just sellotaped them together because they're all tiny little things. It's very difficult to line them up, and just keeps them all in one place right now until I'm ready to start using them. But my panel, which I removed them from, as you can see, those are the ones I've taken out on one side, the small ones and the big ones. The central ones are yet to be done. That's the ones that go up in the middle. I've still got to do those. And on the other side, I've taken those out as well, and those are what we're seeing down here. So I've still got the central ones to do, and these obviously, I'm super gluing them together. I was going to use double-sided tape, but it's messy. Double-sided tape's messy. It's not very precision on it, and they can get out of alignment, you know. So I decided super glue was the way to go, and I can still put some double-sided tape on them to tighten them up when I'm pushing them inside. But that's where we are at the moment. Just a little update on that. Obviously, I've got to take all this apart, you know, slide it apart. These laminations, the inside laminations, sorry, will go through the middle, the ones I haven't done yet. And then these outside laminations, I'll simply have to push them down through the actual slots down here to meet up and key into the central laminations, which will be going through the middle of the bobbin as well. So I'm going to be, once I've got the middle laminations that go through the central part in place, I'll put this whole assembly together. Then I'll be sliding these laminations through these end slots and twisting slightly like this to key them up into the laminations that are in the middle. And obviously I'll be doing one at each end respectively at a time, otherwise I'm going to push the laminations in the middle out one way. So I've got to push them in both ends at the same time and twist the whole thing slightly to locate them so that they key into these little slots. Yeah, and I might put some double-sided tape on there. I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. It might be a tight fit as it is, but if it's going to be a little bit slack or anything like that, then a little bit of double-sided tape, because I can't superglue these to the middle laminations because I'll never get the whole thing apart again. So I want them to be a snug fit, but I also want them to be disassembly. I want to be able to disassemble them at some point if I need to take them up the whole thing apart. So these end laminations will not be superglued to the middle ones. Anyway, that's it for now.